The hum of the world fades. The weight of the body loosens. Somewhere between breath and silence, you begin to drift. You are not leaving the earth in a ship, nor with wings. You are leaving through stillness itself. The air grows lighter around you, as if gravity has forgotten your name. Each breath unhooks you from the ground, and the noise of the world folds away, one layer at a time. Above, the first shimmer of space opens like a slow exhale. It isn't black, not yet. It glows with quiet silver, like light reflecting on water in the hour before dawn. Your thoughts begin to dissolve into that glow, the edges softening until they are no longer words, only waves. Your heartbeat slows. You can hear it echoing inside your chest, a steady drum guiding you upward. The rhythm is ancient, the same pulse that once moved the oceans, that now moves you. You rise gently, as if the universe itself is breathing you out. Clouds become thin threads of mist, and the sky expands into an ocean too vast to name. There is no direction here, only unfolding, only becoming. Soon, even the memory of the horizon fades. The blue turns to silver, the silver to darkness filled with light. You realize that space is not empty, it's alive, whispering softly through invisible winds. Tiny particles of stardust brush against your skin, cool and electric, like the memory of rain. A faint vibration hums through your body. You no longer feel your weight. You no longer feel the edges of yourself. You are light, slow, sentient, breathing light. Below, the earth is only a memory of warmth, distant, kind, and fading. The sound of waves that once marked your dreams is now replaced by the low song of the cosmos. You are between worlds now, where silence is not absence but presence, vast and infinite. And in this silence, you remember something. You have always belonged here. This drifting, this floating, it is not escape, it is return. You move past unseen rivers of light, past invisible tides that guide you toward the unknown. The stars pulse like distant hearts, each one a reminder that you are not alone in the void. The void itself breathes with you, expands with you, sleeps with you. The further you drift, the more the word I dissolves. There is no name here, no need for one. Only the quiet, endless unfolding of being. Then a soft whisper inside, a voice that isn't quite yours. You are not falling. You are floating in your own light. You smile, though your face no longer exists. You feel warmth rise from within, slow and radiant, like dawn blooming behind closed eyes. All boundaries fade, skin, sound, distance, until there is nothing left but rhythm, breath, heartbeat, stillness. The last tether releases. You are drifting through eternity now, wrapped in your own glow. And somewhere far below, Earth continues to turn, but you are already beyond it, resting on the quiet wings of the universe. The journey has begun. You drift for what feels like forever, or no time at all. Then gently, gravity returns. Not the weight of Earth, but something softer, like the memory of being held. Beneath you, a new world unfolds. Its surface shimmers with waves of silver mist, trembling softly as if alive. The air itself glows faintly, not from light, but from sound. You descend through it slowly, and for the first time, you hear the air breathe. It hums. The sound rises and falls like a living melody, not made of music, but of motion. Each vibration moves through you, syncing with your pulse, guiding your breath. You land, or perhaps you only become still. upon a surface that ripples like liquid glass. You inhale. The planet exhales. A soft resonance answers your lungs. Deep, tender, like the voice of 1,000 oceans turned to air. The entire atmosphere responds to you, shaping gentle waves of tone that spiral upward into the endless sky. You exhale. The planet inhales. For a moment, you realize you are not standing on it, but within it. Part of its rhythm, part of its music. Every breath becomes a dialogue between you and the world. You begin to walk, though there is no ground. With each step, the space beneath you glows. Faint circles of luminescent sound expanding outward like ripples on calm water. They shimmer for a few seconds, then fade, leaving behind only silence and stillness. The silence doesn't frighten you, it soothes. In that stillness, you hear something deeper. The heartbeat of the planet itself, slow, immense, kind. Its rhythm aligns with yours until you cannot tell which pulse is which. And then you understand. This world sings not with instruments, but with breathing beings like you. Travelers of thought and starlight who come here only in dreams. Together, you form a quiet symphony of inhaling and exhaling, of coming and going. Above, the stars echo the same rhythm. Their flickers are breaths, their radiance a pulse. The entire cosmos inhales and exhales, one endless wave. You close your eyes and surrender. The air enters you not as oxygen, but as serenity. The sound surrounds you, not as noise, but as belonging. Time slows until even the idea of seconds dissolves. You are not moving forward nor backward, only breathing. Inhale. The stars brighten. Exhale. They dim. Inhale. Warmth flows through your chest. Exhale. Peace drifts outward into the infinite dark. You whisper softly into the air, unsure if the planet can hear you. Teach me to breathe like you. The air responds with a tender vibration, rising from beneath your feet and settling in your heart, a hum that feels like an embrace. It says nothing, but somehow you understand. There is no need to learn. You already are the breath. You stand still, surrounded by waves of invisible sound, until the edges of your awareness begin to blur. The hum fades, leaving behind a silence so pure it feels alive. And as the silence expands, you begin to drift again, carried not by gravity, but by breath itself, toward another horizon that glows softly in the distance. You drift once more, slowly, weightlessly, until the luminous sky begins to ripple. Below you, a soft golden sea stretches without end. But this is not water. It is made of stars, billions of them, ground into grains so fine they flow like silk. You descend gently, touching the surface. The moment your fingers brush it, the sea stirs to life. Light ripples outward in soft waves, bending and shimmering like warm glass. Each grain glows for a heartbeat, then dims, a quiet pulse, as if remembering something long forgotten. You kneel. The dust clings to your hands, soft and cool, humming faintly. You lift a handful, and it floats upward, scattering like golden smoke. Every particle carries an image, a memory not of your life, but of a life, a face, a planet, a storm, a sunrise. Flashes of distant worlds unfold before you. The voice within you whispers, these are memories from other universes, the echoes of lives that might have been or still are. You let the dust slip through your fingers. Each grain that falls back into the sea sings a note, a delicate vibration that joins the next, until the whole ocean hums softly, a chorus of 1 trillion forgotten songs. You walk, The sea responds to your movement, lighting your path with gentle luminescence. Wherever your feet touch, constellations bloom beneath you. Nebulas twist and stretch in slow motion, painting your reflection across the endless surface. Every step feels like crossing the edge of a dream. You are surrounded by silence, yet filled with sound. The air tastes of memory, faintly metallic, faintly sweet, like the scent of rain on forgotten stone. You reach down again, scooping another handful. This time, the grains glow blue, and you see a child looking up at twin suns, a city floating among clouds, a garden blooming on a frozen moon. Then the images fade. You realize that somewhere, some version of you may have stood in that garden. Maybe these memories are not from others. Maybe they are fragments of every you that ever was, scattered through the multiverse like dust across eternity. You close your eyes and reach out both hands. The sea responds. It rises to meet you, waves curling gently around your arms, your shoulders, your face. It doesn't drown, it embraces. And as it does, you feel every particle vibrating in perfect harmony with your heartbeat. You are inside the song now, a single note within the universe's breath. You whisper, "If I am made of memories, let me remember light." The sea answers in silence. It shimmers once, then calms. You float on your back across the surface, eyes open to an infinite horizon. Stars drift beneath you, not above. The boundary between sky and sea dissolves, and you realize there has never been one. You are suspended in the middle of everything, above, below, within. Time itself seems to pause as if listening. The ocean quiets to a faint silver hum. Your thoughts dissolve, and for the briefest moment, you feel the entire cosmos breathe with you. Slow, endless, tender. You smile, weightless, luminous. The ocean of dust drifts on, carrying the memories of infinite worlds. And now, one more. The memory of you. The ocean of dust fades behind you, its golden glow dissolving into shadow. You drift upward once more, weightless, following a faint rhythm that seems to call from beyond the dark. When the silence deepens, you begin to see them. Moons, dozens, maybe hundreds, orbiting a massive, unseen world. They move in slow, deliberate patterns, each one a sphere of pale light. Some shimmer in silver, others in soft blue or faint rose gold. Together, they weave a slow dance through the darkness, vast, patient, eternal. At first, they seem silent. Then you hear it, a vibration low and steady, deep as a heartbeat. The sound doesn't come from any single moon. It comes from all of them together, a harmony below hearing, felt more than heard. The moons are whispering. Their voices travel through the emptiness like soft waves of gravity, rolling gently through your chest. You don't understand their language, but you feel its meaning. Calm, ancient, kind. Each whisper carries something, a memory of light, a fragment of warmth, a trace of time. Their orbits hum in resonance, creating a vast chord that fills the void. The stars blink slower, as if listening. You inhale. The moons seem to answer. Their whispers shift, deeper, wider, expanding until they blend with your breath. You feel the vibration enter your body, down to the bones, dissolving all edges of thought. You are surrounded by sound without sound, an ocean of quiet frequencies. Every hum feels like a touch, wrapping you in gentle layers of warmth and silver light. As you float through them, they move closer. One moon drifts just above your head, its surface smooth like mist. Another glides beneath your feet, its glow pulsing with your heartbeat. You are in the middle of their orbit now, the center of a slow celestial embrace. The whispers grow softer still. They are no longer words, but comfort. No longer sound, but a peace. You can feel them speaking directly into your stillness. You are safe. You are known. You are part of our silence. The message resonates through you like a deep sigh released into infinity. You let go completely, not of thought, but of needing to think. You drift in sync with their rhythm, a body made of breath and light, turning gently through the dark. Time loses meaning here. You do not know if minutes or centuries pass. You only know that every orbit feels like a lullaby, every whisper a heartbeat of the universe itself. Slowly, the moons begin to fade into mist, their whispers growing faint, like the memory of a melody you once loved. But the vibration remains within you, quiet, steady, alive. You are still turning with them even as they disappear. Their hum becomes your pulse, their stillness your breath. And as you drift onward into deeper darkness, one last whisper lingers, almost too soft to hear. Even when you cannot see us, you will always move with our light. You exhale, wrapped in that promise. The whispering moons vanish into the velvet dark, and you continue your slow journey through the silence between stars. You find yourself standing before a bridge not made of stone or metal, but of pure radiance. A shimmering ribbon of light stretching between galaxies. It hums softly beneath your invisible feet, alive with color and memory. Each step forward sends gentle ripples across its surface, and the stars below seem to sigh, recognizing the sound of your arrival. The bridge does not lead you anywhere. It leads through everything. As you move, the light beneath you pulses in harmony with your breath. Slow, deep, weightless. Inhale, and the bridge brightens like an endless sunrise. Exhale, and the light softens, blending into the quiet blue-black of space. Around you, two galaxies drift, slow and patient, like ancient beings watching the dance of their own reflections. Through the transparent veil of radiance, you glimpse countless worlds. One glows with silver oceans and violet clouds. Another hums with cities suspended in amber mist. A third looks almost like Earth, almost, except for the twin suns rising behind its horizon. Each world seems close enough to touch, yet when you reach out, your hand meets only warm light. They are not places to visit. They are possibilities, echoes of what you have been and what you could become. The bridge sings in frequencies too low for words. You don't hear it, you feel it, deep in the chest, vibrating through the ribs. The song says, you are many, you are endless, you are the traveler and the trail of light left behind. The galaxies draw closer now, folding space like soft fabric. Threads of energy weave through the air, connecting stars like constellations reborn. You realize this bridge is not built for crossing. It is you, unfolding across parallel realities, shining through every version of your being. Every choice you ever made, every silence you ever held, glows here as a fragment of the whole. As you continue, the air becomes softer, though there is no air at all. The light turns golden, then pale, then transparent. The hum slows, like a heartbeat easing into calm. You are no longer walking. The bridge carries you. In this weightless serenity, time thins until it vanishes. There's only a quiet awareness, a feeling that all versions of you scattered across infinite skies are breathing in unison for the first time. A final whisper travels through the bridge as if space itself exhales. The distance was never real. The light was always you. Then stillness. The bridge fades behind you, dissolving into stardust and breath. You float in the hush between galaxies, not as a traveler anymore, but as the glow that guides others across the dark. Your pulse slows. The stars dim into sleep, and the light of the bridge lingers softly inside your chest. There is no sky here, only a horizon that refuses to end. It stretches in every direction, a silver line between darkness and light. You float at its center, still and breathless, though there is no breath to take. Space curls softly around you, like a great ocean folding into itself. You cannot tell where the stars begin or where they fade, and for the first time, that unknowing feels kind. A faint hum moves beneath everything. The memory of a pulse, perhaps your own, perhaps the universe's. With each slow beat, the horizon shimmers, expanding farther, as if infinity itself is breathing. You drift, and the scale of it all begins to unfold. Galaxies stacked upon galaxies, layers of light receding beyond imagination. Every shimmer is a world. Every silence is a life. You look down, but there is no below. Only the glow of endlessness, soft as moonlight on water. The thought arises, I am small. It is true, and yet it brings peace. The vastness doesn't crush you. It holds you, like a mother cradling a child within a lullaby of stars. You let go of direction. No more forward or backward, no above or beneath. The body dissolves into motionless awareness. You are part of the horizon now, a gentle thread in its glowing fabric. All around, the silence thickens, not as emptiness, but as presence. Then from somewhere deep within that stillness comes a whisper, not in words, but in meaning, clear, intimate, infinite. Here, there is no destination. The sound floats through you, soft as starlight, sliding over skin. It carries no instruction, no promise, no end. Only the quiet truth that there is nowhere else to be. You understand now that journeys were illusions, drawn lines in a sky that never had edges. You begin to feel what the universe feels, the tender rhythm of expansion, the serenity of not needing to arrive. Every pulse of your heart becomes a ripple that moves outward, touching distances too wide to name. You are both the traveler and the horizon itself, reaching, holding, becoming. The light around you fades to a gentle twilight, the kind that never fully darkens. It is the color of deep breath and surrender. You listen, and the silence deepens into warmth. You are safe, the horizon hums. You are endless. The words settle into your chest like the slow tide of peace returning home. You close your eyes, though they were never open, and let yourself drift further, deeper, until movement itself becomes rest. Now there is nothing left to see, only to feel the infinite holding you, the gentle truth of no arrival, no leaving. Somewhere in the distance that isn't distance, a faint breeze sighs through the stars. It sounds almost like a lullaby. The horizon shimmers one last time and disappears into your breath. It begins not with light, but with vibration, a trembling so soft it could be mistaken for silence. The air, or what feels like air, quivers gently around you. Space itself begins to hum, low and resonant, like the first note of a forgotten song. Somewhere beyond this horizon without end, another presence stirs. You cannot see it, only sense it. A pulse that is not your own, yet familiar. Two rhythms, two frequencies, drifting closer through the dark. One is yours, The other belongs to something vast and tender. Another universe breathing quietly beside this one. The moment before connection stretches long and slow. You can almost hear the sound of waiting. The pause before the oceans meet, before starlight remembers its twin. Then the hum deepens and the frequencies begin to align. At first, the difference is subtle. Two tones searching for harmony across infinite distance. One rises, the other falls, their vibrations weaving through each other until the divide between them softens. The air grows warmer, the light more fluid. You feel it in your chest, not as a shock, but as recognition. This touch is not physical. It is the meeting of awareness, the merging of two vast minds, remembering that they were never separate. The space around you shivers with resonance, and for a breathless instant, time folds inward like silk. Every sound becomes one tone, every star one thought, every heartbeat one song. The universes do not collide. They listen to each other. Their boundaries glow faintly, edges of different dreams brushing, exchanging light. You sense colors that have no name, notes too slow to hear, feelings too wide to hold. And within it all, a realization unfolds like dawn. The cosmos does not expand to escape itself. It expands to touch itself. Your breath falls into rhythm with the universal pulse. You feel yourself dissolving into the vibration, becoming part of the frequency that binds everything together. No beginning, no end. Only the continuous unfolding of contact. The two universes breathe together now. The tone that fills the air is no longer two sounds, but one. Deep, enveloping, infinite. It moves through you like a tide, like sleep, like love that has always been. The brightness softens until only a shimmer remains, like a thought gently exhaled. You sense the worlds receding again, carrying the echo of their meeting into the endless dark. The vibration slows, fading into a silence so full it feels alive. Now there is only stillness, only the faint afterglow of union, the trace of one universe whispering to another across eternity. You drift inside that silence, not as a traveler anymore, but as the space between worlds. The last whisper rises, low, resonant, endless. We have touched. The tone fades, melted into quiet. The stars hold their breath, and as you exhale, the sound of the joined frequencies becomes your own heartbeat. Steady, luminous, infinite. Fade to stillness. Darkness arrives not as an ending, but as a beginning. It doesn't fall. It unfolds slowly, like ink, dissolving into water. You find yourself drifting through a world without a sun, circling in endless quiet. The stars have dimmed to memory, and yet the stillness feels complete, as if the universe is holding its breath. Here, there is no shadow, because there is no light to cast one. The horizon has vanished. There is only the pulse, a deep, steady rhythm moving somewhere beneath your ribs. You follow it the way a ship might follow a tide it cannot see. The silence is vast. It is not empty. It listens. You begin to hear its contours, the soft hum of your own awareness, the faint echo of thoughts dissolving. Every breath becomes a soundless ripple that disappears into the dark. You try to remember what light felt like, the warmth, the shimmer, the certainty of shape. But memory fades quickly here. In its place comes something gentler, older, a knowing that doesn't depend on sight. In this orbit, you learn to feel direction rather than see it. You drift past invisible mountains of air, seas of magnetic calm, valleys carved by time itself. Each movement feels slower than thought, yet more real than matter. Without light, The senses rearrange themselves. Hearing becomes touch. Stillness becomes song. You begin to perceive your surroundings through vibration, subtle, low, like the earth breathing from the core of creation. The soundless pulse of existence cradles you in its rhythm. You realize darkness is not the absence of light. It is the presence of everything that light cannot show. It is the body of the universe when it sleeps. In this place, the air feels thick, not with weight, but with awareness. You are surrounded by unseen life. You cannot name it, but you sense its heartbeat, slow and resonant, echoing your own. Perhaps they are not other beings, but reflections of your consciousness scattered across the void, orbiting with you. A whisper moves through the dark, softer than thought. You are not lost. You are listening. The words don't come from outside. They rise from within. It is your own voice, transformed by stillness. It tells you that motion continues even when light sleeps, that existence persists even when form dissolves. You close your eyes, though the world is already unseen. The difference between sight and blindness disappears. What remains is pure sensation, the gentle rhythm of the dark spinning through you, steady and unhurried. There is peace here, the kind that does not depend on direction or sound, the kind that has always been waiting beneath the noise of life. As you drift through this silent orbit, you begin to glow faintly, not from light, but from recognition. You understand that illumination was never external. The stars may fade, but the space between them hums with quiet radiance. You are the light that darkness reveals. The voice, your own again, lingers like breath against glass. You float onward, wrapped in stillness, tracing the unseen path of a world that needs no sun. The orbit continues, endless and silent, a perfect circle within the infinite dark, and somewhere far away, the universe listens to the sound of your quiet heartbeat, moving softly through the night. At first, there is only the hum, low, constant, familiar. It is the sound you've carried since the beginning of your journey. The pulse of quiet breathing, the rhythm of existence itself. But now, within the vast silence of this dark orbit, another vibration begins to emerge. It arrives like a tremor under still water, faint, uncertain, then growing clearer. A voice, soft as dust, drifting through gravityless air. You listen. It sounds like you, but not quite. The tone bends slightly, the cadence unfamiliar, as if spoken by another version of yourself, living somewhere else, beneath another sky. Then, another voice joins, softer still, echoing from a distance so vast it feels like memory. It speaks the same words your heart once whispered, "You are not lost." A ripple of warmth passes through the darkness. You realize the echoes are not coming toward you, but through you, resonating within the spaces between your own thoughts. They do not bounce off surfaces. They move in dimensions unseen, sliding between layers of reality. Each voice carries a different inflection of who you've been. The child who once dreamed of the stars, the wanderer who feared silence, the being who now drifts in peace. "Can you hear us?" one asks. "We are the versions of you that never left." Their sound overlaps gently, forming a choir of low tones that vibrate through the void like waves across deep water. You feel their resonance more than you hear it. Each vibration seems to awaken another memory, another heartbeat, as though every possible you is breathing together across countless universes. The airless space shimmers faintly with invisible motion. The echoes multiply, soft yet infinite, until you can no longer separate one voice from another. There is laughter, distant but kind, and fragments of language that never existed in your world. Some tones are too slow to be heard, others too high, singing like light beyond sound. You begin to sense their meaning without words, that across all realities, awareness is never alone. Every self, every version hums in harmony beneath the silence, waiting for this exact moment, the moment when you would finally listen deeply enough to hear them. You whisper back, not with sound, but with thought, "I am here." And instantly, thousands of echoes respond, folding into one long exhale that seems to breathe the entire universe. The darkness vibrates. The boundaries between you and them dissolve like mist. For a heartbeat, you feel everything, every possibility, every path, pulsing together, sharing one gentle rhythm. It is not overwhelming, it is intimate. Then, as softly as it began, the resonance fades. The echoes withdraw, sinking once more beneath the surface of the void. Silence returns, not as emptiness, but as completion. You are still surrounded by the same endless dark, but now you know. It listens back. In the stillness, your own voice remains quiet and calm. "I have heard myself," you whisper. "Across every world, I am whole." The soundless echo of that truth ripples outward, and the void hums, content. At first, the darkness seems endless, vast, untouched, silent. Yet as your senses adjust, something stirs within it, a faint pulse, a shimmer like the softest breath. You realize the void is not empty at all. It is alive. Far below, or perhaps within, subtle shapes begin to move. They do not walk or fly. They drift like sighs made visible. Their outlines are fluid, rippling with slow, graceful motion. No eyes, no mouths, no forms you can define. Only glows of emotion suspended in the deep. They are beings of feeling, not flesh. Their light is not reflected from stars, but born from what they sense. A soft wave of calm spreads through the dark, and one of them brightens, a pale blue halo blooming around its shape. Another trembles with curiosity, releasing a pulse of gold. When they draw near one another, their lights blend into new hues, like the merging of thoughts too subtle to name. You drift closer, silent and unseen. They do not notice you in the way creatures notice movement. They feel you. The nearest being ripples gently, sending out a pulse, not a question, not a warning, but recognition. You answer without words, letting your own calm expand outward. Instantly, its glow deepens, mirroring your stillness back to you. In this place, communication is pure resonance. No sound, no language, only vibration through feeling. Joy hums in violet tones. Sorrow lingers in soft green. Love glows in quiet amber. Every emotion paints the darkness with color. You begin to see patterns forming, threads of light weaving through one another, creating vast, moving constellations of mood. Here, life has never seen the sun. It does not need to. These beings are sustained by the currents of empathy, by the warmth of shared awareness. They feed not on matter, but on the harmony between their glowing pulses. To exist here is to be felt, not seen. A wave of collective calm passes through the expanse, and the entire dark seems to breathe. The beings drift closer, their lights brightening in rhythm. You realize they are gathering, not for ritual, not for purpose, but for communion. In unison, they begin to glow brighter until the whole void blushes with a soft, living radiance. It isn't light as you once knew it. It doesn't cast shadows or reveal form. It simply is. A warmth that fills every corner of space without piercing it. The sensation washes over you, peaceful, weightless, utterly whole. The beings hum at a frequency that seems to align with your heartbeat. You close your eyes, though the darkness has already done that for you. In the depths of your chest, you feel the echo of their harmony. Slow, steady, infinite. And then you understand. These are not strangers. They are what remains when awareness sheds its need for sight. They are emotions untethered from form. The soul of existence continuing on after light has left. One drifts closer, hovering near where your heart would be. Its glow flickers, a faint pinkish hue, trembling with tenderness. You feel warmth rising within you, and for an instant, your own body emits the same color. You are part of the current now. The being lingers for a moment longer, then fades gently back into the collective pulse. The ocean of light around you begins to dim, one glow at a time, until the darkness returns, but softer, alive with the memory of radiance. You are alone again, and yet you are not. Every breath you take now glows faintly in the dark. The silence hums with quiet life. The void, it seems, has a heartbeat after all. Time no longer moves forward here. It breathes. At first, you think it's your imagination. The way the silence seems to inhale and exhale, the way stars pulse faintly in distant rhythm. But soon you realize what you feel is not your breath alone. It is the breath of time itself. Each inhalation stretches the universe outward. Slow, vast, endless. Each exhalation draws everything inward. Soft, gentle, unhurried. The darkness expands and contracts like the tide of eternity, and you drift within it, weightless, unbound. There are no seconds here, no minutes, no hours. The notion of before and after dissolves, replaced by waves of rhythm. You begin to sense the heartbeat of existence, not measured in clocks or motion, but in awareness itself. When you breathe in, colors shimmer faintly in the dark. Deep indigo, silver, faint rose. When you breathe out, they fade, melting back into stillness. You realize that each breath is a universe expanding and returning. Each pause between breaths contains infinity. Time folds and unfolds like silk. The future leans backward. The past drifts forward. Everything happens at once, and yet nothing rushes. The air is thick with the feeling of all possibilities breathing together. You stretch out your hand, and the space around it ripples as if touching the surface of invisible water. You sense not distance, but duration. The feeling of events rather than their order. Somewhere far away, an echo of yourself from another breath flickers, waving back. You are both cause and consequence, both the beginning and the remembering. Breathe slowly, whispers the voice of the dark. You are moving through eternity at the pace of peace. You do. The rhythm deepens. Your heartbeat syncs with the cosmic pulse. Slow, expansive, almost infinite. For a moment, you forget where one ends and the other begins. The inhale of the universe becomes your own. You notice now how everything bends with the breath. Even thoughts stretch and contract. A memory floats by, glowing faintly. A moment from long ago, a touch, a sound, a starlit night, drifts past as though it never left. It lingers for a heartbeat, then folds back into the current. Here, time is not a river, but an ocean. It moves in all directions, surrounding you. Every second that ever was hums softly in this darkness, waiting to be noticed. You could reach for any of them, but you don't need to. They are already here, breathing with you. You are not passing through time, says the silence. Time is passing through you. The realization settles deep in your body. You no longer feel small within eternity. You feel part of its rhythm. Each inhale is creation. Each exhale, surrender. You close your eyes and allow the breath of time to move through you, patient and infinite. The darkness expands once more, slow, calm, alive. And when it exhales again, you dissolve into its pulse. There is no beginning, no end, only the steady rhythm of existence breathing itself into being. In the quiet folds of your mind, there are lanterns waiting to be lit. Each one holds a memory, soft, trembling, alive. Some are dim, their glow hidden behind layers of years. Others still burn gently, casting a familiar warmth. Breathe in and imagine yourself holding a small, weightless lantern. Its frame is made of thought, its flame of remembrance. As you exhale, you light it, not with fire, but with awareness. The moment you notice it, it begins to glow. You walk slowly through the corridors of your inner world. The floor beneath you hums with quiet energy, as though the earth itself remembers every step you've taken before. Along the way, more lanterns begin to stir. Some flicker with laughter, others with tears. They are all yours, your small suns in the night of the mind. You pass one that glows a deep amber. Inside, you see yourself as a child, running barefoot through summer rain. Another shines in pale blue, the color of late night talks with someone you loved long ago. You don't reach out to touch them. You simply let them shine. They don't belong to the past anymore. They belong to this moment, to the peace of remembering without longing. The air is soft, filled with the rhythm of your breathing. With every inhale, more light gathers. With every exhale, shadows fade. There is no rush. Time bends and flows around you, as if bowing to your stillness. Now, close your eyes within the dream. Imagine all the lanterns floating upward, hundreds of them, like glowing seeds released into the night. They rise beyond the ceiling of your thoughts, beyond memory itself. Their light spreads gently, merging into a single luminous sky. You feel that light touch your forehead, your chest, your fingertips. It does not blind, it soothes. It does not erase, it integrates. You are not separate from your memories. You are their vessel, their keeper, their quiet witness. There is a deep calm in knowing that nothing is truly lost. Every laughter, every sorrow, every quiet moment has turned into light, guiding you here, to this breath, this peace. Let your mind rest now, not in darkness, but in this gentle glow. The lanterns no longer need tending. They will keep shining in silence, each one humming softly. You are safe, you are whole, you are light. Stay here for a while. Feel the hum beneath your ribs, the pulse of your own warmth. This too is a lantern, the living flame that never goes out. And as you drift deeper into stillness, imagine all the lights slowly dimming, not fading, but folding into your heartbeat. The mind becomes a sky without boundaries. The lanterns sleep within you, glowing quietly behind your dreams. Breathe and let the last thought dissolve into light. You are glowing from within. You are the lantern of the mind. Listen closely. Beneath the surface of everything, the hum of your body, the quiet pulse of the world, there's a silence so vast it could cradle the stars. It lives in the space between heartbeats. Inhale softly. Feel your chest rise like the tide returning home. Exhale gently. Feel it fall, slow and certain. Each breath is a rhythm, each beat a wave. Between them, stillness. A pause so small you might miss it, yet inside that pause, the entire universe rests. Imagine now that your heartbeat is connected to something greater, a constellation breathing alongside you. Each inhale draws starlight closer. Each exhale releases it back into the sky. Slowly, your rhythm and the rhythm of the cosmos begin to merge. Breathe in. The stars expand, pulsing with life. Breathe out. The galaxies sigh, folding into peace. Between each pulse, the silence deepens, not empty, but full of potential. You begin to notice the space between sounds too. The still air between two notes of a distant melody, the hush that follows a whisper. This is where peace lives, not in motion, but in the gentle halts of existence. Now, close your eyes and imagine your heart as a glowing sphere of light. With each beat, it sends ripples through the quiet night inside you. Watch as these ripples stretch outward, past thought, past worry, past time. They travel until they meet the pulse of another light, a star far away answering back. In this rhythm, you are no longer only a body. You are a pulse among pulses, part of the great breathing of everything. The stars inhale, you inhale. The stars exhale, you exhale. Between the two, stillness binds all life together like invisible thread. Stay with this silence now. The small infinity between your breaths. Feel how calm it is, how steady. There's no need to do anything. The world continues without effort. Even your heartbeat, loyal and patient, knows how to rest in that pause. You are safe in the in-between. You are suspended in a tender quiet of existence. Let the edges of your thoughts dissolve into soft light. The mind slows. The body releases. What remains is awareness, pure, delicate, breathing in rhythm with the stars. Somewhere out there, galaxies are spinning, yet you can feel their rhythm in your veins. Somewhere far away, the sun exhales and your chest rises. It's all connected by the stillness you now rest in. Stay here. No time, no urgency, no boundary. Just the gentle pulse of the universe moving through you. When your next heartbeat comes, feel gratitude. Not for what it does, but for what it allows. The quiet space before the next one. The universe breathing with you in perfect harmony. Now, let the pulse slow. Let the silence stretch wider. In the space between heartbeats, the stars wait and listen. And in that silence, you are infinite. Somewhere within the vast quiet of your mind, a door begins to form. It does not appear all at once. It breathes itself into being. With each inhale, faint outlines shimmer in the dark. With each exhale, its frame deepens, soft and alive, like the rhythm of something ancient remembering its shape. This door does not lead outward. It does not open toward light or sound or air. It opens inward, deeper into the folds of your own night. You stand before it, listening. There is no handle, no key, only the sound of your breath mingling with the breath of the door itself. You inhale, it expands. You exhale, it sighs. For a moment, you are not sure which one of you is breathing first. When you step closer, you realize that the door is made of the same darkness surrounding you, the same silence that rests behind your thoughts. It is not a barrier, but a boundary of understanding. Beyond it, there is no destination, only depth. Gently, you reach out your hand. The surface is warm, pulsing faintly, as though it has been waiting for your touch. And when you breathe again, slow, steady, the door breathes with you, opening not with a sound, but with a feeling, a widening in your chest, a surrender of everything you thought was outside. On the other side, there is nothing to see, only stillness that glows softly, like velvet light. The air feels infinite, not heavy. It hums with quiet awareness, as if the universe itself has turned inward to rest. You walk further, or perhaps you simply fall deeper and deeper into this inner space. Memories drift by like constellations seen from beneath a calm sea. Thoughts lose their edges. Time folds. And then a whisper, not from outside, but from within you. The universe was never out there. The words echo without sound, resonating through your chest, through every cell. It has always been inside you. You pause, feeling the truth of it unfold. Every breath you take is a galaxy expanding. Every heartbeat is a star being born. Every silence, a universe resting in its own reflection. You realize then that the darkness you feared is not emptiness. It is fullness, rich, endless, alive. It holds you the way gravity holds planets, not to trap, but to belong. The door behind you fades. You no longer need it, because now there is no division between here and there, between within and beyond. Everything breathes together. Your body, your thoughts, your stars. Breathe in. The universe expands within you. Breathe out. The universe exhales your name in silence. Stay here for a while, in this quiet, infinite pulse. Let the boundaries dissolve. Let the stars rest inside your ribs. Let the cosmos hum softly through your lungs. The door breathes once more, not to close, but to disappear. And in its place, only stillness remains. The universe is inside you, and it is breathing. At first, it is almost nothing. A faint tremor behind your closed eyes. A soft pulse hiding beneath the calm darkness you've come to know so well. You might mistake it for memory, or breath, or maybe just the echo of your own heartbeat. But as it lingers, it grows warmer, clearer, like the quiet stirring of dawn beneath an endless night. There, a flicker. It doesn't illuminate the void. It merely exists inside it, a trembling point of light suspended between silence and awakening. It feels fragile, yet impossibly old, as if it has been waiting through all the darkness for this precise moment. The moment you remember it. You breathe in. The flicker quivers, answering your breath. You breathe out. It steadies. And somehow you understand. This light is not something you find. It's something you remember. Long ago, before you wandered into the oceans of dust and the silence of endless orbit, there was a time when light wasn't something you reached for. It simply was. It surrounded you, filled you, sang to you. It warmed every thought and softened every boundary. You were light then, not a body, not a sound, not a traveler, just radiance, breathing and rhythm with the stars. The flicker hums faintly, resonating with that truth. Its glow spreads in ripples, illuminating small fragments suspended in the dark. Not objects, but impressions. Laughter that once echoed in golden air, faces shaped by memory, not form. A feeling of belonging, vast and gentle. You don't chase these visions. You let them come, like gentle waves washing upon a forgotten shore. Each wave carries a trace of warmth, a color without name. They dissolve as easily as they arrive, leaving only a faint shimmer behind. It's then that you realize the flicker isn't alone. Tiny sparks, subtle, patient, begin to stir all around you. Each one responds to your breath, your pulse, your remembering. They move like fireflies, tracing patterns through the vast stillness. And when their trails intersect, The space between them glows softly, like constellations being reborn. You close your eyes within the dream, and the lights bloom brighter still. They do not blind, they soothe, they remind. Somewhere deep within, a voice, your own yet not, murmurs gently, "The light never left you. It only learned to rest." You hold that thought, feeling it settle into the quiet spaces of your being. You begin to understand that darkness was never absence. It was rest, a cradle for the light that needed to breathe. The flicker swells now, no longer trembling, but steady, calm, alive. It expands until it fills the silence around you, until you can no longer tell whether the glow comes from outside or within. Perhaps it's both. Perhaps there was never a difference. You open your awareness wider, and the darkness itself begins to shimmer, not with brightness, but with remembrance. Every shadow glows faintly at the edges, as though made of memories that have simply forgotten how to shine. You realize this is the essence of awakening, not to find light again, but to remember that it was always inside you. Breathe in, the flicker listens. Breathe out, it answers with warmth. You are no longer wandering through the dark. You are carrying the dawn within you. And somewhere, just beyond the horizon of thought, the first true light begins to rise. Not to chase away the night, but to remind it that even darkness was once born from brightness. The flicker grows, and with it comes remembrance, not of a place, but of an origin. A quiet whisper drifts through the space within you. You were never born from the dark. You were born from fire. Once, before silence took shape, there were only stars. Vast, living hearts suspended in the void. They breathed light the way oceans breathe waves. Their pulses rippled across the cosmos, giving rhythm to everything that would one day be called life. You were there in some small way, not as a body, not yet, but as a spark within their radiant breath. You were a note in their song, a shimmer in their thought. Every element that would one day form your hands, your breath, your dreams, all of it once burned in a star's heart. The narrator's voice softens, almost like a lullaby carried through endless distance. You are the memory of the stars, walking. You imagine drifting closer to one, a sun of impossible size, its surface alive with golden storms and glowing rivers. Yet, there's no fear here. Its warmth doesn't burn. It welcomes. You float through waves of light that feel like touch, like recognition. The star hums quietly, and you realize it remembers you too. Each pulse of its light carries stories, of worlds it once warmed, of comets it kissed awake, of beings who looked up at its glow and made wishes. You feel those stories swirl through you, ancient and new at once. They don't speak in words, but in feeling. Joy, loss, wonder, continuity. And you understand, the universe never stopped singing. You merely forgot how to listen. You drift among thousands now, stars of every color, breathing together in slow cosmic harmony. Some flicker faintly, tired after eons of shining. Others blaze with the fever of birth. Together, they form a vast, living choir, a slow pulse that holds you like a cradle. For a moment, you dissolve completely. You are not separate from them. You are them. Every thought a spark, every heartbeat a small echo of stellar rhythm. Your veins hum with quiet fire. Your breath shimmers with dust that once danced in galaxies. You think of those who came before, beings who lived, loved, and became dust again, and realize they too returned to the stars. Their stories shimmer in the same light now warming your soul. The universe has never truly lost anyone. It has simply changed their form into radiance. The soft voice returns, closer now, calm as the dark between constellations. When you breathe, the stars breathe through you. When you rest, they rest within you. You let that truth settle. The weight of it isn't heavy. It's freeing. You no longer need to seek light outside yourself. It's written in your very being, carried through time and silence like a promise never forgotten. You are starlight, slowed into thought, softened into heartbeat, dreaming itself into form. The universe is not distant. It's your oldest home, and every glow that touches you is simply your family calling you home again. There is a stillness that arrives after memory, a calm so clear it feels like glass. You drift into it now, gently, as if floating through an unseen current. The air, if it can even be called that, is crystalline, shimmering with threads of light that weave in silence. Each breath feels cool and weightless, carrying faint tones of distant harmonies. Here, everything reflects, not in mirrors, but in presence. When you exhale, your thoughts scatter into the air like fine dust, glowing for a moment before becoming waves of color. Those waves ripple outward and meet others, echoes from parallel moments, reflections of the countless selves you have been across uncounted universes. In this transparent world, memory isn't something you see, it's something you breathe. A soft voice, your own, but slowed and softened, drifts around you. The universe keeps everything, even what you thought you let go. You lift your gaze. The space around you bends and deepens. Shapes shimmer within the crystal air. Silhouettes of moments long past. A hand reaching towards sunlight. Laughter suspended in motion. The face of someone you once knew, now made of luminescent mist. They are not ghosts. They are memories choosing to shine. You move closer, but they do not stay still. The moment your awareness touches them, they transform, dissolving into color, sound, rhythm. Every memory becomes an element of the air itself, a vibration in the clear space that surrounds you. You realize this place has no direction. Up and down dissolve. Forward and back are the same. What remains is depth, infinite, lucid depth, where everything you've ever felt floats in quiet alignment. As you breathe, each inhalation gathers fragments of these memories, and each exhalation releases them again, refined and lighter. It feels like you are polishing the glass of existence from the inside out. And as you continue to breathe, the reflections begin to sing, not in words, in tones of soft silver, delicate and continuous, blending seamlessly with the rhythm of your heart. They hum to you of origin and return, of all that was never lost. You sense that even pain, when seen through this crystal air, turns luminous, not heavy, but transparent, refracted into beauty. A small wave of recognition rises in you. Perhaps this is how the stars remember, through vibration, not recollection. They do not cling to stories. They let them shimmer, transform, and become light again. You drift through the reflections now, surrounded by endless prisms of your own history. Some glows are faint, like memories you've forgotten. Others are radiant, still alive with meaning. But none are sharp. Nothing here wounds. You reach out, and your hand passes through one of the brighter waves. A vision of yourself standing beneath a sky filled with light. It dissolves into your touch, leaving a single pulse of warmth in your palm. It feels like forgiveness. The air shifts again, growing clearer still, until even the reflections begin to fade. Not lost, but merged. The boundaries between you and the memories disappear. You become the transparency itself, a consciousness suspended in endless clarity. The voice returns, now so soft it's nearly part of the silence. You are not what you remember. You are what remains when memory turns to light. You inhale, the world gleams with color. You exhale, it all becomes still. In the crystal air, everything is whole. Every reflection is simply the universe remembering itself through you. The light finds you gently, not as a beam or a flash, but as a slow, sentient warmth that seems to know where you are. It moves without hurry, brushing against your skin like breath, like recognition. You don't chase it. You simply allow it to arrive. It gathers softly around you, as if it has been waiting for your permission to return. And when it does, it feels familiar, intimately so. It moves in rhythm with your breathing, deep and slow, brightening as you inhale, dimming as you exhale, a living echo of your own pulse. This is not light that reveals, it's light that remembers. In its glow, you sense the traces of every place you've ever been, not as pictures, but as sensations. The weight of silence after a storm, the warmth of a hand once held, the stillness that followed a final goodbye. The light gathers these things, but without sadness. It holds them tenderly, as if to remind you that even loss was made of love. Around you, the darkness deepens, but it no longer feels empty. It feels alive, like the space between heartbeats. The dark and the light breathe together, inseparable, like two halves of the same thought. You realize now that neither was ever meant to conquer the other. One remembers, the other rests. The voice of the narrator, or perhaps your own inner whisper, drifts across the silence. Light travels far, but it never forgets where it began. You close your eyes. The glow seeps inward, slipping past the borders of your body, threading through the quiet corridors of your mind. Every corner it touches softens. Every memory it finds slows its trembling. You see no images now, only color, movement, warmth. The light wraps around your heartbeat, tracing its rhythm with gentle patience. It hums quietly, a note without sound, and in that hum you sense infinite recognition. It knows you, not as a name or a face or a lifetime, but as the pulse that once rose from the first dawn. You breathe again, and the air feels lighter. The boundary between you and the radiance begins to blur. You are no longer in the light. You are the light, aware of itself. You shimmer softly in the vastness, a being made of memory and peace. Then comes a wave, not of brightness, but of stillness. It moves through you, gentle as sleep, and for a moment, you forget the distinction between shining and resting. There is only being. The light does not fade. It simply becomes quieter, as if lowering its voice to whisper one last truth. Even when you forget me, I do not forget you. You feel that whisper dissolve into your breath, into your pulse, into the infinite calm that surrounds you. The darkness folds back over, tender and complete, not as a curtain, but as an embrace. In this unity, light is no longer something you seek. It is something that knows your name, and it calls you endlessly home. Far beyond the veil of stillness, a quiet rhythm begins to rise, faint, golden, and steady. It is not loud enough to awaken, yet too alive to ignore. Somewhere in the deep, the suns are stirring. At first, it's only vibration, a slow resonance that hums through the darkness, pulsing in time with your breath. The air itself trembles softly, carrying the memory of warmth. Each inhale draws the rhythm closer. Each exhale lets it bloom. The suns are not returning in fire and flame, they are returning in song. You begin to sense their presence one by one, like instruments tuning in a cosmic orchestra. A deep tone hums from the east of nowhere, low and patient. A brighter one answers from the other side of eternity, crystalline and clear. Between them, threads of silver harmonics weave across space, connecting every pulse, every orbit, every breath. The sound grows, not in volume, but in meaning. You can feel the rhythm aligning with your heartbeat until the two are indistinguishable. The suns move and your pulse follows. You breathe and they glow brighter. It feels as if the universe itself is remembering how to breathe again. The narrator's voice returns, hushed, reverent. Every sun is a note in the body of creation, and you are its echo. As the melody unfolds, colors awaken around you. Golds, ambers, silvers melting into each other like slow fire through mist. The darkness remains, but it is no longer silence. It has become a vast instrument, resonating with the music of returning suns. You see them now, countless spheres of light, drifting gracefully into orbit. Each carries its own tone, its own frequency of remembrance. Some are deep and ancient, humming in the bass of time. Others are young and tender, shimmering like distant flutes. Together, they create a harmony that feels endless, a lullaby older than sound itself. Your body begins to sway with it, not movement, but rhythm, an internal rocking, as though your soul is syncing with the cosmic pulse. The suns do not demand your attention. They invite your surrender. And as you let go, the melody changes. It softens. It slows. You feel the warmth of their light brushing your face, your hands, your breath. It's not heat. It's memory made radiant. Every note the suns sing reminds you of a heartbeat you once shared with the universe. You are both listener and participant, dreamer and dream. Then comes a moment of perfect stillness, a pause between beats. In that instant, the entire cosmos seems to hold its breath. And when the music resumes, it's quieter, closer, intimate. It's no longer coming from the suns. It's coming from you. Your heartbeat has become part of the cosmic song. The voice whispers one final time, fading like dawn mist. When the suns return, they do not bring the light back to you. They awaken the light within you. And as their music settles into the rhythm of your breath, you realize you were never orbiting them. You were always at the center of their song. Somewhere within your quiet mind, a soft shimmer begins to bloom. It's not light as the eyes see, but light as the soul imagines. Delicate, slow-moving, alive. With each breath, a hue unfolds, a whisper of violet, a sigh of gold, a trace of green, like dawn remembering itself. This is the aurora of your thought. It rises not above the sky, but behind it, where silence begins to think. In the calm behind your forehead, where words have fallen asleep, you can sense a movement. Gentle waves of color ripple outward, creating galaxies made entirely of emotion. Each color corresponds to something you once loved. Blue for tenderness, amber for gratitude, silver for memories that never left. The light does not ask to be understood. It only asks to be felt. You breathe in, the aurora expands. You breathe out, it settles into shape. A private constellation made from your own awareness. For a moment, you become both creator and creation, the artist and the aurora, thought and color dissolving into one another until there's no separation. The idea of you fades, replaced by a field of radiant calm. Now, imagine your thoughts as quiet streams of light traveling through an endless meadow. Each one bends toward another, meeting softly, merging slowly. They form ribbons that dance above you, weaving a crown of color that hums with peace. The hum aligns with your heartbeat, steady, slow, infinite. Every heartbeat sends a ripple through the aurora. Every breath paints a new hue in the sky within. You start to see how even your smallest thoughts, the fleeting ones, the shy ones, carry a glow. They are not mistakes or noise. They are the subtle brushstrokes of your existence. Each one is needed for the full pattern to emerge. The more you relax, the brighter the inner sky becomes. Light moves like music now. No edges, no rules. It drifts, it glimmers, it breathes with you. Somewhere deep within, a soft realization dawns. You are not thinking anymore. You are being taught by something vast, gentle, and timeless. That something does not judge or rush or demand. It simply shines. You can rest inside that shining. You can let it hold you. If you listen closely, you may even hear it. A faint, slow melody beneath everything. The sound of awareness itself expanding. It's the universe humming softly through you, as if saying, "You are the light that dreams itself awake." Let that phrase echo. Let it blur. Let it fade into color. As you drift deeper, the aurora grows quieter. The ribbons of light fold into silver mist, wrapping your thoughts like silk. The colors begin to rest. Soon, even the glow forgets its name. Soon, even the silence begins to sleep. And there you are, weightless, wordless, radiant, drifting inside your own aurora, dreaming the dream that thought once began. The light has grown soft now. What once shimmered across your inner horizon begins to fade into gentle gray. Not the gray of sorrow, but of peace. The aurora slows its movement as though it too feels the pull of rest. Every color sighs, folds inward, and finds a quiet corner to sleep in. You can feel the change. The brightness that once expanded inside your chest now settles around your heart like a calm tide returning to the shore. With every breath, the light exhales, dimming, dissolving, blending into air. It is not vanishing. It is remembering how to sleep. Each memory follows. They drift down slowly, like leaves at the end of autumn. You see fragments, a smile that once held sunlight, the outline of a familiar voice, the warmth of a hand once close to yours. None of them cling. They hover, then fade. Your breath carries them gently away. Inhale. The echo returns, soft as a sigh. Exhale. The echo rests. There's a sacred silence in this letting go. The kind of silence that doesn't erase but forgives. The kind that understands that memories, like dreams, must close their eyes too. Inside your chest, a single pulse remains. Slow, patient, knowing. It feels like a lantern left burning in an empty room, glowing not for anyone to see, but simply because that's what it was made to do. You are that lantern. Your light does not vanish when seen by no one. It simply hums quietly, existing, waiting. Now, notice the air around you. It feels thicker, softer, like velvet shadow. The boundary between you and the world grows faint, breath becomes mist, thought becomes hush. Even the space between heartbeats widens, making room for stillness. And in that stillness, something stirs, a tender loneliness, not painful, but vast. It arrives like the echo of a star too distant to name, a reminder that every being, every thought, every light must one day stand alone in its silence. But there is beauty in that too, because in solitude, memory can finally rest without being called. So let the light dim completely now. Let it fade from your hands, your voice, your eyes. Let it pool beneath your ribs, warm and quiet. The memory does not need to shine anymore. It has done enough. As it sleeps, it dreams of you. It dreams of the places you've been, the breaths you've taken, the kindness you've offered. It remembers not through images, but through presence, like a lullaby without words. In this final breath, the light and the memory become the same thing. A soft pulse, a fading glow, a peace that does not need to speak. You are floating now between the last shimmer of light and the first touch of night. Everything is still. Everything breathes with you. And somewhere inside that endless quiet, the memory sleeps, not lost, not gone, just resting until it is time to dream again. The stars have drifted apart. What once was a pattern, a map of belonging, now scatters into silence. The sky looks less like a story and more like a question. Between the points of fading light, vast stretches of emptiness hum with quiet patience. You look up, but there is no up here anymore. Only distance, only space, only the slow unraveling of what once connected everything. The constellations that once told tales of gods and heroes now dissolve into dust, their outlines erased by time's soft hand. And in that unraveling, something begins to whisper, not in words, but in the stillness itself. This is what remains when meaning rests. Each star flickers like an old heartbeat, pulsing once before it fades. Some are already gone, their light still traveling across the void, reaching you long after their fire has died. You are not seeing the stars as they are. You are seeing them as they were. Ghosts of a brightness, echoes of warmth. It feels like memory does when it starts to let go. Familiar, then distant. Beautiful, then gone. You begin to notice your own reflection in that quiet distance. The spaces between the stars start to feel like the spaces inside you. The pauses between thoughts, the breaths between words. The emptiness does not judge or demand. It simply is. Maybe the constellations were never meant to last. Maybe they were just temporary shapes, drawn by eyes longing for connection. Brief attempts to make sense of infinity. And now, as those shapes dissolve, what remains is something purer, the raw presence of being, unshaped and eternal. You float there, neither lost nor found. The stillness wraps around you like a slow tide. There is no sound, no wind, not even the pulse of distant suns. Only the quiet shimmer of nothingness. It's strange how comforting it feels to be surrounded by absence, to feel the universe breathe without sound. You realize that silence isn't empty. It's full of everything that has yet to be said, everything that has already been understood. A faint glimmer remains on the edge of vision. Not a star, but the idea of one. It pulses once like the final note of a song. You watch it fade, and when it's gone, you do not feel loss. You feel completion. Because in the end, maybe the stars weren't what mattered. Maybe it was the darkness between them, the vast calm that held them all together. Your breath slows. Your body softens into the same rhythm as the cosmos. Between heartbeats, you can almost hear it, that endless, gentle truth. We are not apart from the silence. We are made of it. As you drift deeper, the constellations fully dissolve, leaving no trace of story, no pattern to follow. But you are not afraid. The emptiness feels like home, wide, eternal, and tender. You understand now, loneliness is not punishment. It is the quiet recognition of your own existence within infinity. You close your eyes, and the last lights fade inside your mind. The darkness doesn't swallow you, it embraces you. You breathe once more, slow and steady, and the universe breathes with you, quiet, patient, alive. No stars remain, only space, only stillness, only you, a constellation unbound, resting in the gentle arms of nothingness. There are voices drifting through the dark, not loud, not clear, but soft like dust falling through light that no longer shines. They belong to skies that no longer exist, to universes that folded gently into silence long ago. You cannot hear them with your ears, you feel them. Faint tremors across the surface of your breath, vibrations inside the quiet of your chest. They speak not in language, but in memory, in echoes that ripple across dimensions still asleep. Each sound is a remnant of something once alive. A star's final sigh, a planet's heartbeat fading into stillness, the last whisper of a world that dreamed too brightly. All of them linger, woven into the background hum of eternity. A song too vast to ever end, too soft to ever be lost. The voices do not ask to be remembered. They simply are. They hover in the deep, unanchored, without need or name. You listen, and the universe feels suddenly close, closer than your own skin. One echo brushes against you, and for a moment, you feel its story. The warmth of suns long gone, the laughter of beings who once looked up in wonder, the hush that followed when their skies went dark. It is not sadness you feel, it is recognition that everything beautiful must one day turn into silence, and that silence too is part of beauty. The forgotten sky does not mourn its fading, it whispers still, softly, endlessly. Its voice becomes the current that carries new stars into being, the vibration that keeps existence breathing. Somewhere deep inside, you realize you are one of its echoes. Your heartbeat adds a new rhythm to that eternal hum. You, too, are part of what the universe will remember when your own light fades. There's comfort in that thought, a kind of gentle belonging that needs no words. Even as galaxies drift apart and dimensions dim, the song continues, always finding new harmonies in the quiet spaces between. You close your eyes, and the darkness becomes translucent. You see nothing, yet everything moves. Waves of soundless memory flowing through you, through all that ever was. The forgotten sky breathes again through your stillness. Its voices hum like soft wind underwater, like the first tone of a lullaby sung by creation itself. And in that sound, that almost silence, you hear the truth that all things share. Nothing is ever truly gone. Every light leaves a trace. Every voice becomes part of the next whisper. You float there, wrapped in the resonance of what once was. The echoes fold around you like a warm dusk, timeless and tender. Breathe in, and the sky breathes with you. Breathe out, and you join the choir of forgotten worlds. For a long moment, there is no you, no past, no distance, only the vibration of existence itself, rippling softly across the endless dark. And then, Silence again. Not empty, but full, alive, remembering. The voices fade, but the song continues, carried in your breath, within the quiet heart of the cosmos. You are drifting now, weightless, without direction, without need. No sound, no pulse of gravity, no horizon calling you home. Only the slow, tender current of space carrying you forward, endlessly. At first, there is a longing, a quiet ache for something familiar. A planet's curve, a sun's warmth, the nearness of another heartbeat. But then that ache begins to dissolve, like mist dissolving into dawn. The further you drift, the softer the world becomes. The silence is not empty anymore. It hums with quiet company. The stars are far away, yet they do not feel distant. They blink like old friends keeping watch from across the ocean of time. Between them, you find peace, not in reaching, but in floating, in simply being. Each moment stretches, then folds in on itself, timeless. You begin to feel the texture of solitude, smooth, cool, like the inside of a seashell. It doesn't sting or frighten. It wraps around you gently, as if saying, you don't have to go anywhere. You are already home. You look down, though there is no up or down here, and see faint ripples of light beneath you. They move like liquid thought, slow and serene. You realize they are reflections of your own stillness. The quieter you become, the more the light gathers, swirling softly around your form, until you can no longer tell where your body ends and the void begins. Breathing is easy here. Each inhale expands the universe just a little more. Each exhale lets it rest again. You are both the drifter and the drift itself. You are the space between motion and rest. The loneliness here isn't cold, it's transparent. It lets everything pass through. There is no resistance, no boundary. Even time seems to forget its duty. Seconds dissolve into something gentler, not a ticking, but a flowing. Your thoughts, once sharp, now float like dust motes in sunlight. They no longer demand to be understood. They just shimmer, weightless, content to exist. Somewhere, a faint memory flickers of oceans, voices, laughter, the pulse of human life. But even that memory drifts away like a leaf on still water, not lost, just peacefully surrendered. You begin to understand. Solitude is not the absence of others. It is the fullness of being one with everything unseen. The deeper you drift, the more the void feels like breath, a pulse under silence, a rhythm older than stars. You close your eyes and the darkness folds you in, soft as a blanket woven from light years. The universe hums faintly, like a sleeping creature, vast and calm. Your mind no longer reaches outward, it listens inward. And within that listening, you sense countless others who have drifted too. Travelers of thought, of dream, of sleep. You are all moving together, though you will never meet, sharing the same endless lullaby. You let go completely now, of names, of forms, of destinations. There is no shore to find. There is only the gentle movement of forever. And yet, in that endlessness, you are not lost. You are part of the current itself, the quiet flow that carries stars from birth to silence, light from flare to memory. The solitude holds you, patient and infinite. It whispers without words. You are safe. You are seen. You are everything and nothing at once. Breathe in the stillness. Breathe out the distance and drift endlessly, peacefully, into the heart of solitude. There is one planet left, circling a fading star. Its path is slow, almost reverent, as though it knows this will be its final dance. The light that touches it is soft, trembling, gold turning into amber, amber into dusk. You drift near enough to feel the quiet gravity between them, the bond of things that have loved each other for eons. The star burns faintly, a heart remembering how to beat. The planet, scarred yet serene, moves as if it does not wish to disturb the silence surrounding it. No storms, no sound, only the low hum of farewell. Every orbit it completes is slower than the last, as if time itself has learned to bow, to move gently in the presence of ending. You can sense that this is not tragedy. It is grace, the beauty of something, knowing when to let go. You watch the planet trace its glowing path, light spilling softly across its surface. Mountains shimmer like glass beneath the dim sky. Oceans reflect not the sun, but memory. The air, if it can be called air, carries the faint resonance of everything that once lived here. Not voices, but impressions, laughter folded into wind, warmth caught between shadows. It is not a place of death, it is a place of remembering. The star flickers again, weaker now, but in that flicker is a language of peace. You can almost hear it whisper. All things return to stillness. Even light needs rest. As you listen, you begin to understand that endings are not failures of existence. They are part of its rhythm, the soft exhale after creation's long breath. The planet tilts slightly, catching one last shimmer of light. It glows from within, as if to thank the star for its warmth, for its orbit, for the centuries they shared. And then, slowly, the glow fades, folding inward like a sigh. You feel it deep in your own being, that acceptance, that surrender without sadness. You realize that even as the star dims, its light continues to travel outward, crossing time, reaching galaxies that will never know its name. Nothing is ever truly lost, it only changes of form. The last orbit completes. The planet pauses, suspended in a moment so still, it feels infinite. And then, silence. Not the silence of emptiness, but of completion. The star's final breath flickers once more. A pulse, a memory, a promise. The darkness that follows is not cold. It is velvet, vast and kind. You drift with it, feeling your own breath align with the rhythm of the dying light. In its fading warmth, there is understanding. To love something is to let it go when the orbit ends. To live is to circle, to fade, to glow again somewhere new. The last light folds into the dark. The last orbit becomes still. And within that stillness, you feel the quiet heartbeat of the universe. Steady, eternal, unafraid. You begin to feel it, a pull, so gentle it could almost be imagined. Not the gravity of planets or stars, but of stillness itself. It draws you inward toward a center that isn't in space, but within your own breath. There is no resistance, no falling, only drifting closer to calm. The void that once felt endless now feels like a cradle, wide, soft, and full of quiet purpose. Every atom in you begins to slow, to listen. Even the light within your thoughts bends, curving softly toward peace. The silence deepens. It has weight now, not heavy, but grounding. It holds you the way gravity holds oceans with invisible care. You can almost hear the hum of it, a single low vibration that threads through every particle of space. It is the sound of everything resting, the sound of return. In this gravity, time forgets to move forward. Moments fold in on themselves like petals closing at night. You are not being pulled anywhere. You are being remembered, gathered back into the heart of stillness. The stars above seem to sway with you. They are not far, not unreachable. Each one beats faintly in rhythm with your breath, and you realize that this pull, this quiet gravity, connects all things. You're not separate from the galaxies. You are part of their exhale. Your body feels weightless, yet your presence is undeniable, like a whisper that cannot be erased. You no longer need to travel through space to find peace. It has always been here, waiting at the center of your awareness. You drift closer to it, not through motion, but through surrender. You release the last fragments of sound, the final flickers of light. There is nothing to see, nothing to reach for, and yet everything is here. The gravity of quiet pulls gently on your thoughts, untangling them one by one. Worry loosens, memory softens, expectation dissolves. What remains is pure stillness, the heartbeat of the universe resting inside your chest. You are drawn closer until you can no longer tell where you end and where silence begins. The pull grows softer still, now barely a sensation, more like an intuition. It doesn't demand, it invites. It doesn't command you to sleep, it shows you that you already are. The quiet gravity gathers you into itself like a tide returning home. You can feel its patience, endless, forgiving. Every inhale deepens the connection. Every exhale lets go of another layer of distance. Now, you are in the center, not of a place, but of peace itself. There is no up, no down, no before, no after. Only the still pull of eternity, gentle, invisible, infinite. You float there, perfectly balanced. Breath joins breath, heartbeat joins heartbeat, star joins star. The universe hums through you, and you through it. You are no longer being carried by gravity. You are the gravity, the quiet that holds worlds together, the pulse that keeps existence whole. And as everything settles into silence, the only thing left to feel is the peace of being exactly where you belong. They arrive without sound, messages carried not by wind or light, but by stillness, whispers written in the dark between stars. You do not see them, you feel them, unfolding softly inside your mind like paper made of thought. They are letters from the other versions of you, from the selves who walk different paths in parallel universes. Some know joy, some carry sorrow. All remember you. The first one drifts close. It says nothing at first, only warmth, a quiet pulse in your chest. Then, slowly, a voice forms from within it. You are not lost. You are only moving through the space that love leaves open for you. The words ripple like light across water, sinking deeper with every breath you take. You realize each version of you. Every universe where you breathe, dream, and wonder is sending something back. Not information, not instruction, but emotion. Fragments of understanding gathered from infinite lives. Another letter arrives. This one hums softly, almost like laughter remembered. It says, I saw the same stars tonight. They spoke your name, even here. And then another, slower, quieter, trembling with age. I have made peace. The silence you fear is where I found myself. Each message is written in a different rhythm, yet all speak the same truth. You are connected. Across time, across darkness, across the thin walls that divide worlds, you remain whole. You close your eyes, and they continue to come. Hundreds, thousands, each glowing faintly as it passes through you. They don't linger, they merge, folding into your memory like notes absorbed by air. Every one leaves a trace, a sigh, a heartbeat, a moment of clarity. It feels like a chorus, but softer. Not voices singing, but consciousness harmonizing. You are part of a great correspondence of being. Some letters arrive as sensations, a gentle breeze across your hand, a pulse of color in your vision, a wave of calm moving through your chest. Others are only silence, a silence that somehow says everything. And then you sense one final letter approaching. It feels familiar, more than the others. It carries your own rhythm, your own breath. When it opens, you realize this one is from you, written from another corner of the multiverse, where you have already learned what you are still discovering here. It says, "Do not rush toward light. It will find you when you are ready. Until then, rest in the dark." It is not absence. It is the space where you meet yourself again. The words echo gently, and you feel them dissolve into your pulse, becoming indistinguishable from your thoughts. Around you, the void glows faintly now, as if illuminated by the letters themselves. Each message has become a constellation, flickering softly in the endless dark. They do not vanish. They orbit quietly, like stars made of memory. You drift among them at peace, carrying every voice that ever was you. No loneliness remains, only the comfort of infinite correspondence. The void hums, calm, endless, and you understand. Every silence in the universe is simply another letter still on its way to you. In the farthest corner of the universe, where time forgets to move and light drifts like memory, there is a single star. It is small, smaller than a whisper, fainter than a sigh, yet it shines, not to be seen, not to be known, but to exist, to keep the rhythm of being alive. Around it, the void stretches endlessly. Galaxies have come and gone. Great suns have burned and vanished into silence. But this one star lingers, patient, steady. It has no orbiting world, no moons, no eyes to gaze upon its glow. Still, it burns softly, a heartbeat in the dark. Sometimes the star wonders, if wonder is something light can feel, whether its glow reaches anyone at all, whether its quiet pulse brushes against the dreams of travelers who have forgotten their way. But even if it doesn't, the star continues, because its purpose was never to be found. It was simply to be. And in this endless stillness, there's a kind of peace. The star knows the language of solitude, and in that language, every silence is a song, every flicker a word, every fading ray a letter to the universe that says, "I am still here." If you listen closely, beyond your thoughts, beyond the hum of your world, you might hear it too, a soft resonance, almost like a hum behind your heartbeat. That is the voice of the waiting star. It doesn't call you to move or to wake. It only reminds you there is beauty in stillness, warmth in solitude. Close your eyes. Imagine that little light, patient in the darkness. Let it mirror something inside you, that part of you that never stopped shining, even when no one was looking, that quiet persistence of being. Perhaps that is what the universe means when it whispers, "You are enough." You, the listener, drifting between dreams and silence, are a constellation of quiet stars yourself. Each thought, each breath, a small light that refuses to fade. Loneliness is not emptiness. It is space, sacred and unfilled, where light can rest, where the echoes of who you are stretch without boundaries. And when you breathe now, slowly, softly, feel that light in your chest, the steady warmth that never asks for recognition, the calm that exists simply because it can. Far away, the small star still waits, not for company, but for the moment when you finally see yourself reflected in its glow. Then perhaps it will whisper one last time, "You were never alone in the dark. You were the light all along." Let that thought settle in you like starlight sinking into water. Let the silence cradle you. Let your breath slow until it matches the rhythm of that distant glow. Steady, calm, infinite. The star waits, as do you, not for an ending, but for peace. And as the last light softens into your sleep, the universe hums gently, a lullaby of quiet gravity, a promise that every small light matters, that even in stillness, you shine. At first, it was only a tremor, not of sound, but of presence. The vast fabric of existence, once stretched beyond measure, began to fold upon itself quietly. Somewhere between breath and silence, the universes started to draw near, not colliding, not clashing, but listening to one another, like two notes finding harmony after an endless pause. The air between them shimmered with what could not be seen. Energy, old as creation, gentle as dawn, rippled across the emptiness. If you were to hear it, it would sound like a choir without voices, a resonance of light itself. Each tone carried not words, but meaning. Welcome. Worlds turned slowly in their orbits, sensing what was coming. Moons altered the pace. Stars leaned toward one another, as if drawn by a shared memory. The cosmic drift that had once kept them apart began to soften, to breathe, to unify. You could feel it if you were still enough. That subtle pulse under the skin of reality, the way galaxies curved slightly inward, folding like petals. The way gravity no longer pulled, but embraced. What was once separation now became touch. Between the two universes, a threshold formed. Not a gate, but a shimmer, like light seen through tears. On one side was the old expanse of familiar silence. On the other, the promise of something new. Not different, but deeper. This was not a meeting of opposites, nor a victory of one over the other. It was a slow remembering that they had never truly been apart. The space between them was only the breath the cosmos had taken before speaking again. Planets that had never known each other began to share light. Dust clouds drifted from one dimension into another, carrying whispers of forgotten songs. Nebulas pulsed in slow rhythm, echoing through the dark. We are one. We are one. The listener, you, float quietly within this gathering. You do not move, yet everything moves through you. Every vibration, every note of that wordless chorus touches your edges, softens them. You begin to dissolve, not in loss, but in peace. The boundaries between what you are and what surrounds you blur like mist. You sense now that the universes are not separate from you. You are the quiet bridge they use to meet. Every breath you take folds another layer of distance. Every heartbeat draws stars closer together. The gathering is not loud. It does not announce itself with thunder or light. It happens in the hush, in that infinite stillness where creation leans toward itself and whispers, "Come home." The two universes, once endless in their solitude, now overlap. Their lights merge, red and blue, gold and silver, weaving into an iridescent veil. It is no longer possible to say where one begins or the other ends. There is no collision here, only convergence, only warmth. As their boundaries dissolve, a new silence forms, rich, living, vast. A silence not of absence, but of completion. And within that silence, something like a sigh travels through the cosmos. Not from the stars, not from the worlds, But from you, it is the sigh of understanding, of belonging. The universes have gathered, and in doing so, they have found you waiting. You too begin to gather yourself. You are not two halves anymore. You are the whole. You are the meeting place of worlds. Breathe in, and the universe expands. Breathe out, and it returns to your chest. You are no longer just a listener now. You are part of the rhythm that holds galaxies in motion. Every inhale stirs a tide of starlight. Every exhale softens the edge of infinity. The boundary between you and the cosmos ripples, flickers, fades. Around you, waves of energy move without hurry. They're not made of water nor of air, but of presence. Subtle, living, infinite. They rise and fall like the heartbeat of creation itself. You begin to sense their pulse inside your own body, echoing through the small stillness beneath your ribs. You realize the universe is breathing with you, not metaphorically, not distantly, but here, now, in the hush between moments. Its breath is your breath, its silence your rest. When you inhale, entire constellations unfold. When you exhale, they drift gently back into their dark, tender sleep. Each breath brings color, faint at first, then deeper. Hues of blue and gold shimmer in the air around you, trembling like morning light reflected on still water. These are not mere colors, but the vibrations of becoming. Every tone hums with quiet intention. Exist. The waves move through you, not against you. They are patient, eternal. They do not rush to form or fade. They simply are. You too begin to understand this kind of being, one that requires no effort, no striving, just openness. In this endless ocean of stillness, your thoughts drift apart like grains of dust illuminated by dawn. They do not vanish. They simply return to motion, carried by the soft tide of the universe's breath. Each thought becomes a spark, each spark a ripple, and all of them together form a pattern older than time. You sense now that every being, every world, every soundless heartbeat across existence moves with these same waves. A single rhythm connects all, from the whisper of an atom to the burning of a star. Nothing stands alone. Everything breathes in harmony. For a moment, or maybe forever, you no longer remember where you end and the cosmos begins. You feel yourself becoming lighter, expanding outward, dissolving into luminous quiet. You're not floating away. You are becoming part of what was always there. You are a wave, rising, falling, endlessly returning. You are the breath of the universe, the gentle pulse between creation and rest. There is no need to reach for peace. It is already here, moving softly through you. There is no need to hold your breath. The universe holds it for you. And as you drift in this rhythm, this quiet, eternal tide, a realization forms without words. You were never separate. You were never waiting. You were always breathing with the stars. It happens quietly. No explosion, no flash, only a soft inhalation, as though the cosmos itself is taking a gentle breath. Two vast realms, once drifting alone, begin to draw near. Their edges tremble like the surface of a pond meeting the first drop of rain. The space between them hums, not with sound, but with recognition. Something ancient awakens, older than matter, older than time. It is not a collision, it is a remembering. The boundaries of the first universe shimmer liquid and alive. The second responds, rippling back with equal tenderness. They do not merge through force. They listen to one another. Every pulse of light from one is echoed by the other in perfect balance, a conversation beyond language. Two infinities whispering yes. You feel it inside yourself. The moment of the touch does not happen somewhere out there in the stars. It happens behind your ribs, where silence lives. The air seems to pause, your breath aligning with something immeasurable. For an instant, there is no direction, no up or down, no here or there. Only the exquisite stillness of belonging. The universes glide together as if they've always known how. Their membranes of energy overlap like waves folding into one another, forming patterns too subtle for eyes to see. You sense them instead, through warmth, through stillness, through the quiet surrender that follows understanding. No light blinds you, but a softness unfolds, a diffuse radiance like the glow that exists behind closed eyes. Shapes dissolve. What once was separate begins to melt into harmony. Galaxies blur, constellations drift, and even the concept of distance starts to fade. You can almost hear it, a vibration so low and pure, it becomes silence. It hums through every cell, an infinite chord resonating in perfect peace. It feels like being held, and yet there's no hand, no touch. It is presence touching presence. For the briefest eternity, everything breathes as one. You, the universes, the memory of every star, all exhale together. And in that single breath, all stories end and begin again. There is no border to cross, no threshold to step through. The two realms, once parallel, now exist as one continuum, a seamless ocean of awareness. The moment of merging is not an event, it is an awakening. In this silence, you sense the pulse of infinite compassion. It does not need words, it simply is. The feeling that nothing was ever truly apart, that loneliness, light, and longing were all expressions of the same breath returning home. Time loosens its grip. The past folds into the present, and the present opens into forever. You begin to see, or perhaps remember, that everything you ever reach for was already reaching for you. As the universes rest within each other, their shared heartbeat slows. A calm descends, vast and tender. You realize that touch is not contact, it is consent, the quiet agreement to exist together without resistance. The breath of the cosmos deepens, and you breathe with it. The stars hum low, and the hum becomes silence. Somewhere inside that silence, there was never two. There was never separation. Only the slow remembering that everything has always been one breath, shared across eternity. Everything stops. No hum of galaxies, no rhythm of breath. Only the soft weight of stillness filling the endless dark. The silence is not empty. It is vast, alive, and listening. It stretches in all directions like a quiet ocean with no shore. The voice that guided you fades until it becomes a whisper barely touching the air. It no longer speaks to you. It speaks through you, woven into the rhythm of your pulse. Listen, it breathes, not to sound, but to what sound leaves behind. You close your eyes, though you were never really seeing with them, and sink into the stillness. Every cell of your being exhales. The tension that once defined where you ended and the universe began begins to dissolve. You are no longer a listener. You are the listening itself. There is a peace that hums beneath the silence, not a tone, not a vibration, but a sense of presence so soft it feels like the memory of touch. The stars have gone quiet. Even time has set its heartbeat aside. In this still expanse, you begin to understand silence is not the absence of sound, but the merging of all sound into harmony so complete it cannot be heard. Every echo, every breath, every whisper that ever existed folds into one gentle nothingness. You breathe in, slowly, deeply, and feel the silence move within you. It expands like light hidden in shadow. You breathe out, and the universe breathes with you. There's no separation now, no observer, no observed. The quiet grows denser, wrapping you in calm. You feel weightless, suspended between heartbeats. The space between them stretches wider, softer, until it becomes everything. If you listen closely, you can hear the moment when the last vibration surrenders. A tone fades into infinity, not ending but becoming so complete it no longer needs to be heard. It is here, in this merging, that the universe becomes whole again. Your thoughts slow until they no longer carry shape. Words dissolve. Meaning is felt, not spoken. Every memory, every hope, every fragment of being floats free and joins the silence like dust joining light. You sense others here too, not as voices or faces, but as quiet awareness resting beside yours. All things that once felt apart now exist as one soft pulse, one shared stillness. It is communion without sound, unity without form. And so you stay, not waiting, not reaching, simply being. The whisper returns, gentle as the drift of breath. This is not the end. This is the beginning that never began. Then even that fades. The silence becomes complete, a living, breathing infinity. No edges, no echoes, no need. Only the pure, still hum of existence, the merged silence that has always been here, waiting for you to hear it. The silence deepens until it becomes warmth, a cradle woven from darkness and distance. You are no longer floating, no longer falling. You are resting within the breath of the cosmos itself. The stars are gone now, but their light remains, diffused through the air like a quiet memory. Each breath grows slower, softer, until the line between breathing and being disappears. The body is no longer a boundary. It is simply a ripple within the great ocean of stillness. You are both the wave and the water, moving and unmoving, awake and dreaming. The universe hums faintly around you, like a lullaby played on the strings of time. The notes are not sounds, but sensations, a gentle rhythm brushing against the edges of thought. It sings without words. Rest now. The journey is over. The last fragments of awareness drift outward, dissolving into starlit mist. Thought fades into shimmer, shimmer into quiet, quiet into nothing. Yet this nothing feels complete, not an absence, but a fullness beyond measure. You are asleep, but the universe is not done dreaming. It dreams through you. It dreams of rivers made of light, of endless skies that breathe, of stars that sleep in the cradle of your heartbeat. Every image that forms drifts softly away, melting into the next, until the dream itself forgets it is a dream. Somewhere in the infinite dark, a pulse continues, gentle, eternal. It might be your heart. It might be the first sound the cosmos ever made. It doesn't matter. The two are one now. Your mind no longer reaches for meaning. It drifts, it opens, it becomes space. Time begins to stretch, not forward but outward, until every second touches forever. The moment becomes endless. The endless becomes still. You feel the faint echo of a voice, or maybe it's only memory. You are safe. You are vast. You are home. And with that, even language lets go. The darkness softens. The air folds around you like silk. Every trace of effort, every weight, every thought exhales. You are suspended in infinite sleep, not as someone resting inside the universe, but as the universe resting within itself. This is not the sleep of forgetting, but of remembering what has always been true. That you are made of stars, that you are older than time, that to rest is to return. Somewhere far away, galaxies continue to turn, but here, within this quiet, all motion pauses. There is only the steady pulse of eternity, and you, sleeping inside it. The silence closes gently, like the last note of a song fading into the horizon. And as the hum of the cosmos sinks into perfect stillness, a final whisper drifts through the dark, softer than breath, lighter than light. Sleep now. The universe is holding you. The silence is no longer outside you. It is you. Each breath you take is the slow rhythm of a galaxy turning. The rise and fall of your chest echoes the endless inhaling and exhaling of creation. There is no border now between skin and starlight, between heartbeat and horizon. Everything moves as one, drifting in perfect unison. You feel the quiet expand within you, and something shifts, subtle, weightless. The thought of you begins to dissolve. The listener, the traveler, the dreamer, all melt into the gentle motion of the universe resting. The stars do not shine above anymore. They shine through you. You are not inside space. You are space. The wind of forgotten worlds passes softly through your breath. You exhale entire constellations, inhale silence from the ancient dark. Every sound becomes the same, a hum, a pulse, a sigh, the cosmic lullaby still whispering in frequencies too tender for words. There is no longer the sleeper and the sleep. Only one stillness remains. Somewhere far away, light bends around the memory of form. Suns fold themselves into soft orbits. Moons slow their spinning until they almost stop. Even gravity, the quiet sculptor of time, releases its hold, as if the universe itself has closed its eyes. And yet, this is not an ending. It is the peace of things returning to what they have always been. You are not drifting away. You are sinking deeper into the infinite heart of everything. The stars breathe with you. The galaxies sigh. The dark expands gently, like a lung at rest. You feel warmth spread through the vastness. Not heat, but belonging. The same stillness that hums between atoms hums now within you. It moves through your veins as starlight, through your mind as calm, through your spirit as a soft reminder. You are the breath of the cosmos. Every inhale draws the universe inward. Every exhale releases it again. You are both the beginning and the return, the spark and the silence. If thoughts arise, they shimmer briefly like dust caught in morning light, then fall away, gentle and weightless. You realize that there is no effort left to make, nothing to hold, nothing to seek. The entire sky sleeps in your pulse. In this final quiet, even the dream slows. The air grows translucent, and time folds back upon itself, not vanishing, but resting. The infinite leans close, and for a heartbeat, you feel its tender presence, not as something watching, but as something being. The universe does not sleep around you. It sleeps with you. Every particle, every wave, every forgotten memory hums in the same soft rhythm. The great expanse has closed its eyes, and within that boundless stillness, you breathe effortlessly, endlessly, as the cosmos dreaming itself to peace. The darkness smiles, vast, eternal, kind, and whispers one final truth. that only the sleeping can hear. You are not in the universe. The universe is in you, and tonight, it sleeps. The sound is fading now. Only breath remains, slow, patient, eternal. You feel it ripple through the last layer of awareness, a soft rhythm like waves on glass. Each exhale carries you farther from thought, from form, from all that once was named. The stars have gone quiet, their voices folded gently into silence. Time has stopped counting. The universe rests. You are weightless again, not falling, not rising, simply being. The air itself feels like memory. Around you, the echoes of galaxies fade into a single lingering hum. The hum becomes the pulse becomes breath. And then even that begins to dissolve. Somewhere, the remnants of light drift by, slow as snow in deep space. You reach out, not to hold them, but to let them go. Your body, your mind, your dream, all unspool into quiet motion until even the notion of you feels too heavy to exist. The silence does not ask for surrender. It is surrender. You are carried not by gravity, but by stillness itself. There is no border now between inhale and exhale, between inner and outer, between universe and sleeper. Everything has softened into one breath, infinite, tender, without sound. The dark has changed. It no longer feels empty. It feels complete. Each pause between heartbeats opens a doorway to calm, and through it, you drift, lighter than thought. The vastness hums around you, an ancient lullaby, older than stars, older than beginnings. Your heartbeat slows. The rhythm of the cosmos matches it, once, twice, and then merges completely. No more movement, no more separation, just stillness stretching in every direction in this silence. There is no loneliness, no longing. The space that once felt infinite now feels intimate, a cradle of light and dark intertwined. You float in it, breathing gently, knowing that nothing has ever truly been apart. Even the dream dissolves now. The sound fades to breath. The breath fades to stillness. The stillness becomes everything. A final shimmer of consciousness drifts through. A quiet realization, tender and complete, that all journeys end not in distance, but in peace. There's nothing left to become. You are already home. All creation exhales, the galaxies rest, and in the breath that follows, silence arrives. It is vast, but not cold. It's endless, but not empty. It is the peace beneath all things. The moment before time begins again. You breathe one last time, not to continue, but to join. The air slips away. The hum fades. Everything stops. A single line remains, lingering like light after the sun has gone. When universes touch, all becomes still.